Hello students, we are going to study limit and continuity. Limit and continuity. So the first definition, neighborhood of a point denoted by NHD. Neighborhood of a point. Let C belongs to real numbers and AB belongs to real numbers such that A less than C less than B. Then the open interval AB is called neighborhood of the point C. Second definition, deleted neighborhood. In above definition, excluding the point C, that is we are not considering that point whose neighborhood we are considering. So in above definition, excluding the point C, that is A comma B open interval minus the point C, that is AC union open interval CB is called deleted neighborhood of the point C. That is the point whose neighborhood we are considering is deleted. Similarly, third definition, delta neighborhood of C, it is the set of those real numbers x which satisfies modulus of x minus C less than delta. This is the set of points which lies in the interval C minus delta comma C plus delta, and it is called delta neighborhood of the point C. That's fourth definition. Fourth definition, delta deleted neighborhood of C. This is again S set of those real numbers such that 0 less than x minus C less than delta. That is C minus delta comma C plus delta minus the point C. Again, as before, deleting the point C from the delta neighborhood, the remaining one is known as delta deleted neighborhood of the point C. Fifth definition, one-sided neighborhood. One-sided neighborhood. In definition 1, if we take the interval A to C only, that is the points lying towards the left of the point C, then this AC is called left neighborhood of C. Similarly, C comma B, that is the points towards right hand side of the C, is called right neighborhood of the point C. So this is about left hand neighborhood as well as the right hand neighborhood of the point C. Next, limit of a function. Limit of a function if f is real valued function of a real variable, then we say limit x tends to C fx equals to L means fx lies in the neighborhood of L when x lies in the deleted neighborhood of C. This is important here. what does meaning of limit x tends to c fx equals to L means? We say limit x tends to c fx equals to L exists if when x lies in the deleted neighborhood of the point C, then fx lies in the neighborhood of the point L. This is important. We are considering deleted neighborhood of C in case of limit, but fx lies in the neighborhood means it may or may not be equal to L, but but for the point C we are just considering the deleted neighborhood of the point C. Next, definition 7. Left-handed limit and right-handed limit. Left-handed limit, that is LHL. We say C negative means we are considering the point less than C, that is from the left neighborhood of the point C. If for all epsilon positive there exists delta positive such that fx minus L mod is less than epsilon for x belongs to C minus delta C, x belongs to domain of F, all those points for which x is less than C. So if this condition holds, then we say limit x tends to C negative fx, limit x tends to C negative fx equals to L exists, and we call it LHL, that is left-handed limit. Next, definition 8. Right-handed limit. Right-handed limit, RHL, right-handed limit. So we say limit x tends to C positive if for C comma C plus delta where x belongs to domain of F, that is for all those x which are greater than C, that is these x lies towards the right neighborhood of the point C. Next, definition 9. Limit of a function. In this case, we say limit x tends to C fx equals to L if for every epsilon positive there exists delta positive such that fx minus L less than epsilon for 0 less than x minus C less than delta x belongs to domain of F. That is, now x lies in the delta deleted neighborhood of the point C. In this case, we are considering both right as well as left neighborhood of the point C. So while doing the problems, if we are able to find delta in terms of epsilon, then we say the limit of the function exists, otherwise the limit of the function does not exist. Let us see example. Show that limit x tends to 1, 4x plus 3 equals to 7. So in this case, what is fx? 4x plus 3. What is C? 1. And what is L? 7. So by definition, for all epsilon positive, choose delta positive such that fx minus L less than epsilon for x belongs to domain of F. Now putting the values of fx, L is 7 here, putting the value of C. So after calculating, this is 4 into x minus 1. So if we choose delta equal to epsilon by 4, that is, we are able to find delta in terms of epsilon. We are able to find delta in terms of epsilon because we get delta equals to epsilon by 4. So therefore limit four x plus 3 equals to 7 exists. Next example, second example. Show that limit x tends to minus 1, x square minus 1 upon x plus 1 is equals to minus 2. So as in the previous case, fx equals to x square minus 1 upon x plus 1, c equals to minus 1, l equals to minus 2. So for all epsilon positive, choose delta positive such that fx minus l mod, this is x square minus 1 upon x plus 1 minus 2 for 0 less than x minus 1 less than delta x belongs to domain of F. Now look at this. This is x square minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus 2 mod less than epsilon for 0 less than x plus 1 less than delta. Now here this delta is this mod is statistically greater than 0, means x is not equal to minus 1. So it means x is not equal to minus 1. So it means this denominator is not going to be 0. So we can factorize the numerator. So let us see how to do. So x minus 1 into x plus 1 divided by x plus 1 less than epsilon for 0 less than mod x plus 1 less than delta. So cancelling, so it imply x minus 1 plus 2 means x plus 1 is less than epsilon for 0 less than x plus 1 less than delta. So choose delta equal to epsilon, we find limit exists. Choose delta equal to epsilon, so limit exists. Thank you.